Ladies and gentlemen, but especially the ladies, please welcome your host for the evening from the upcoming movie Magic Mike XXL, Michael Strahan.
It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
Drop it, shake it, pop it, lift it, drop it, shake it, pop it, lift it, drop it, shake it, pop it, lift it, drop it.
Oh! Now, you didn't really think I was going to go there, did you? I mean, come on. Everybody, welcome to the 20th Annual Critics' Choice Movie Awards. And we are honored we are here to honor the biggest and best movies of the year. Audiences love all kinds of movies, and so do the almost 300 television, radio, and online critics who determine these awards. Now, everyone in this room knows how hard it is to get a movie made. Tyler, you know how hard it is to get a movie made, but it can be even harder to get that movie seen. And that's where the critics come in. They steer millions of moviegoers towards the best movies and away from the worst all year long. So these guys, they know what they're talking about. And that's why everyone here tonight is not here tonight just for the air conditioning or the food, which I see some of you already enjoying, even though they didn't feed me at all. But they're here to celebrate another great year in movies. Here's the table from Boyhood. Yeah, Boyhood. Eller, Coltrane. I swear, man, it's like I watched you grow up on film. I mean, it was amazing. Ethan. What? Let me tell you what. Denzel died in that first movie, man. He died in the first Training Day. Training Day 2, You Need Me. You need a new partner. Me and you. Why not? And then, Convention A. Wallace from Annie's here, everybody. There is no joke. I'm just proud I could say your name and get it right. You are amazing. You're amazing young ladies. So I'm glad you're here. And Michael Keaton. I got a pitch. To watch the Birdman and Strahan. Me and you fighting crime. We just flying off buildings in the city, solving stuff. Write it down. You got it. I came up with that. Write it down. And, as I stand up here, who knows? Maybe next year, I'll be down there with you nominees for my role in Magic Mike. Never know. But, unless they cut me out. I was worried about them cutting me out of the movie. And if they cut me out, nobody's going to see it. So how about we give you a little something right now? Hit it!
It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
I don't really have many lines in the movie, but who needs lines when you have legs like this?
All that remains to me is the honor of naming the Critics' Choice Best Movie for 2015. Let's have a look at the wonderful 10 films that are the critics' favorites.
Best Picture.
I'm trying to do something that's important.
There's no real magic in the world.
I had nothing to do with the disappearance of my wife.
Well, hello there, chaps.
Would you like to play?
I run a TV news business.
What happens when a man stands up, says enough is enough?
If you reverse time, then the universe is getting smaller.
If I can take it, I can make it.
If you sabotage my band, I will gut you like a pig.
And this year, the Critics' Choice is Boyhood.
Accepting on behalf of Boyhood is Richard Linklater.
Everyone deserves a chance to walk with everyone else while holding down a job to keep my
Wow, thank you so much, broadcast film critics. This is a really special day for us. Here, I want to pass this around. This is my editor of 22 years, Sandra Adair. You know, I don't know where to start. I'll just say, you know, my sisters and I grew up kind of shuffling between my mom in Huntsville and my dad in Houston, Texas. You know, we were told, yeah, Texas. We were told, you know, I always remember being made to feel like, oh, you're the child of divorce. You're the child of a failed marriage, a broken home. You know, but as I, you know, got older, especially once I became a parent, I realized, well, you know, no one was broken. No one failed, you know. This happens to so many people, you know, it's just life. And all these little imperfections that we carry around with us, that is really just the essence of life itself. And, you know, I just don't think life doesn't give you perfect, but it does give us all an opportunity to care about one another and be supportive. And it means so much to us, I speak for everybody here, that this little intimate film we did, that's all it's really about, has connected with you and resonated. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and all my collaborators here, let you know how much this means to us. Thank you so much.
Every son loves his mother, but this son is his mother. From A&E's contemporary prequel to Psycho, the hit series Bates Motel, here are Freddie Highmore and Vera Farmiga.
The critics have always supported young talent by acknowledging the best young actor and actress of the year.
Many of the previous winners have gone on to become very successful adult actors. That list includes Paul Dano, Dakota Fanning, Emmy Rossum, and Dev Patel.
And Freddie here, who has won it twice.
Here are this year's nominees.
Best Young Actor, Actress.
Dad, there's no, real magic in the world.
Eller Coltrane, Boyhood.
Right this second, there's, no elves in the world, right?
Hazel Grace, they don't actually hurt you unless you light them.
Ansel Elgort, The Fault in Our Stars.
It's a metaphor, see? You put the thing that does the killing right between your teeth, but you never give it the power to kill you.
Or if they chose me, you saw it, you're the one who led me to them.
Mackenzie Foy, Interstellar.
That's exactly why you can't go.
She's the lady of the night.
What?
Jaden Lieber, St. Vincent.
Do you know what that means?
She works at night?
Who are you?
I'm Zero, sir. The new lobby boy.
Tony Revolori, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Experience.
Hotel Kinski, kitchen boy, 6 months. Hotel Berlitz, mop and broom boy, 3 months. Before that, I was a skillet scrubber.
Experience, zero.
I've had a lot of practice getting kicked out of places.
Quivenjane Wallace, Annie.
You're not going anywhere.
Sandy's gotta go.
Stop it.
No, I mean Sandy's gotta go. You're not my mother.
Noah Weissman, The Babadook.
What did you say? I said you're not my
And the critics' choice is
Eller Coltrane, Boyhood.
A year ago, I really didn't think anyone was gonna care about this movie. So it's been an adjustment to learn to kind of accept all of the really lovely things that people say. But I want to say thank you to the critics and everyone who watched the movie, and Richard Linklater and Patricia and Ethan and Jonathan Searing and John Sloss and IFC and just everyone. So thank you so much.
Now the nominees for Best Actress in an Action Movie, and these ladies are worth melting for.
Best Actress in an Action Movie. Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow. Scarlett Johansson, Lucy. Jennifer Lawrence, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1. Zoe Saldana, Guardians of the Galaxy. Shailene Woodley, Divergent.
And the critics' choice is Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow.
Presenting next, so sorry, I ruined that. I share this completely with my exosuited clad friend Tom Cruise, who's just incredible and not only played this with nuance and wit, but let me kick his ass every day. Kick his ass sounds kind of better, but Doug Liman is extraordinary, and I don't know how he got the exceptional mileage out of a repeating day in the way that he did, but he did. And thank you, Owen Stuff and Chris McCory and the Butterworths. And finally, to my sneaky husband, John Krasinski, for being okay with the fact that he was married to a veiny, sinewy wrestler for the duration of this film. And also coming up with my favorite line ever, which was, "I'm terrified I'm going to wake up one morning and you're benching me," which I did, just to kind of freak him out, you know. The greatest thing to not be a damsel in distress in an action movie, and I will forever, so cool. And I will just forever be so grateful for the title of the Full Metal Bitch, so thank you for that. Thanks a lot.
Just as timing, rhythm, and delivery are important to a good song, it's just as important to a comedic actress. And in order to be considered for this category, they had to have nailed it. The nominees for Best Actress in a Comedy are...
Best Actress in a Comedy. Rose Byrne, Neighbors. Rosario Dawson, Top 5. Melissa McCarthy, St. Vincent. Jenny Slate, Obvious Child. Kristen Wiig, The Skeleton Twins.
And the critics' choice is Jenny Slate.
These songs are true, these days are ours, these tears are free.
Hi. Interesting. Scary. Heavy. I wrote something down because I didn't want to be unprepared and my dad told me to. Thank you very much for having me here tonight, and to the critics for shining a light on our film. I am so proud to be in a movie that is joyful and thoughtful and depicts a modern and authentic experience of unplanned pregnancy. I think it's beautiful, and I'm really, really proud. I want to thank Jody Gottlieb, Sharon Jackson, Dave Becky, and I want to thank my parents for encouraging me to be intelligent and kind and creative. Please wrap it up. My husband for being hot stuff, and to Gillian Robespierre and Elizabeth Holm, who wrote this movie and who assert that even while we're fighting for our rights, we can do so creatively. Activism and creative expression can go together. See you in the future. Thank you.
Here are comedy stars Leslie Mann and from the upcoming movie The Wedding Ringer, Josh Gad.
Hello.
Hi there.
Olaf. It's so good to be here with you.
No, my name's Josh Gad. I'm an actor. I'm actually in The Wedding Ringer, which is opening tomorrow, this Friday. So, yeah, thank you. So we are here.
Olaf. You were so good in Frozen. You really, my favorite line is when you say, "Some people are worth melting for."
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you.
So good.
So
it was
the
beautiful. And my husband never says stuff like that.
Well, I'm sure he's thinking it.
So will you say that to me?
No, I'm not gonna say that.
So just say like, "Some people are worth melting for."
Why are you making it sound like Zelda Rubinstein in Poltergeist? I don't talk like that.
To me.
We're not gonna give out the award until I say it, are we? Okay. All right. Some people are worth melting for, and the nominees for.
Wow.
Thank you.
That wasn't good at all. That just didn't sound like it at all. Can you do it again and just hold like little twig stick arms so that, yeah.
What?
And just try again.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is gonna literally ruin my career.
Okay, go. You can look at me.
This is extremely awkward. Some people are worth melting for.
Like some people.
Some people.
No, like
people.
No,
some people. Some people. No.
No, you're just not doing it.
No, I'm doing it like I did it in my movie.
Maybe if you had a carrot nose or something and.
Oh, you know what? Absolutely not.
Hello, we are short on time, and so, cutting to the chase. Here are the names of 6 women nominated for Best Actress.
Best Actress: Jennifer Aniston, Cake. Marion Cotillard, 2 Days, 1 Night. Felicity Jones, The Theory of Everything. Julianne Moore, Still Alice. Rosamund Pike, Gone Girl. Reese Witherspoon, Wild.
And the critics' choice is Julianne Moore, Still Alice.
Thank you very much to the broadcast critics for this award. And thank you for noticing a little movie, and thank you for honoring me among these really wonderful women. One thing I know about myself for sure is that I am a girl's girl. I love talking to women, hanging out with women, and acting with women. And one of the things about being an actress, the hardest part is you never get to act with other women, or very rarely. Anyway, but that doesn't mean that I am not watching and constantly inspired by everything they do, inspired by Reese and her walk through grief, and Jennifer, and now that extraordinary pain, and Rosamund, and her rage, and Felicity, and her endurance. I'm so inspired by you all and just honored to be in your company. I'd also like to thank all the women that I spoke to who are living with Alzheimer's disease. They are truly, truly amazing. I want to thank them for their time and their generosity and sharing their experience. I really hope that I did you justice. And I want to give a special shout out to my friend Sandy Oltz, my redheaded sister who has been living with Alzheimer's for the last 3 years. Thank you very much for this. Thank you very, very much.
I don't know where the time has gone. I stand here and I can't help but think that there's been some kind of mistake. Like this isn't for me. I'm really accepting this for Sean Connery or Gene Hackman because they couldn't be here themselves. I don't know about you, but I miss them. The weight that Sean and Gene gave to our business. the way they carried the title leading man. So, however this happened, however my name found its way, stumbled onto the list of actors of a certain age that happened to be in town. I'm humbled and honored by your selection tonight. When I think about how this all happened, how it all started, the chance encounters, the leaps of faith, the setbacks, and now knowing what it is I really know about the business, I don't know what in the world I was thinking about that this was a good idea, that I could actually maybe make it and have it turn out. I know half of it was my dream. The other half of it is forever and absolutely tied to the talents and dreams of others in this town. So to all the writers in my career, I say a giant and sincere thank you. I couldn't have been luckier to be included in your stories and to catch that last nod of the creative kite and take the ride. Everything in my personal life is possible because of you. And so as hard as it is to write in this climate of committee, as tortured as you writers so are, I hope you keep going, because you know, this business stands so little chance of progressing in any meaningful way without you. So I'd like to thank the directors who took a chance on me early, to Lawrence Kasdan, Brian De Palma, Phil Robinson, and of course, Ron Shelton. There's really not enough words. You handed me my career. To all the drivers who drove me early and late, always keeping me safe, thank you. To the Norman Hal and all the stuntmen who made it look better, faster, and farther, thank you. To the people who prepared the food for us, you know, in the conditions that seem impossible, somehow always thinking, always trying to make it special, make it warm, make it hot, thank you. To my assistants, my incredible, loyal assistants who always found a way, who always figured it out. Nothing was impossible, and you proved it. You proved it every day. To the crews who worked the impossible hours that only movie people know. So many gestures through the years to me, big and small. The heat lamp that somehow moved just a little closer when things got the coldest. I never had to ask, but I always noticed. I always appreciated it. To Paul Block, Arnold Robinson, to Army Bernstein, to Mike Binder, who just wrote me another unforgettable part in Black or White, thank you. And of course, my fellow actors, who always managed to fight their way, who somehow managed to fight their way to this mythical place called Hollywood. Thank you for hitting your marks, for always being ready to rehearse, for always being ready to work. Nobody has it better than us, right? You know, traveling the world, first class, living in hotels, our agents can negotiate the best ones. Eating in restaurants, the best ones that our per diem can buy. Nobody has it better than the actor, so try to act grateful. So how do I explain this? So how do I explain this good luck, and, you know, my gratitude in 2 minutes? It's hard for me. I can't hardly make a 2-hour movie. This can only end where, you know, you never had to say anything. You were so beautiful. This can only end where it started. And so I say a simple thank you to my parents, who tried in every way to give me what I needed, to my beautiful wife and partner, Christine, thank you for believing in me. And finally to my precious children, all the years, all the tears of saying goodbye at airports as I headed off to do yet another movie. Their brave faces trying to figure out, comprehend the time that I would be away and when I would come home. Hugs that never wanted to end. My children have always been bigger than the movies. They've always been more important. And it's because of them that I was able to do what I love. It's because of their support that I'm able to accept this tonight. So I love them and I thank you, and I look forward to more with you.
Thank you. This actually just popped open on the way out here, and I took a little peek. So that's kind of against the rules, I know. So I should just shut up and say what I got to say. I have such a big secret right now. I don't know what to do with it. This year's nominees for Best Supporting Actress all define the films they're in. In fact, you can't even imagine the movies without them. You have the hardworking mother who wishes there was more, the tough-as-nails wife and business partner, the genius mathematician with people skills, the sullen daughter who sees the truth, a not necessarily wicked old witch, and a grotesque, sniveling bureaucrat with quite possibly the worst teeth of the year. These are performances that leave a mark. They are the essential nominees for Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress.
I just thought there would be more.
Patricia Arquette, Boyhood.
You know what I'm realizing? My life is just gonna go like that. Having kids, getting divorced.
My husband is not my father.
Jessica Chastain, A Most Violent Year.
He will make it his mission in life to ruin you.
It doesn't matter how smart you are.
Keira Knightley, The Imitation Game.
You're going to need all the help you can get. And they are not going to help you if they do not like you.
You're doing this because you're scared to death, like the rest of us, that you don't matter.
Emma Stone, Birdman.
You're not important. Get used to it.
By midnight tomorrow, bring me the items.
Meryl Streep, Into the Woods.
Or that child you wish for will never see the light of day!
Passengers.
Tilda Swinton, Snowpiercer.
I belong to the front. You belong to the tail. Know your place. Keep your place.
And the Critics' Choice is Patricia Arquette, Boyhood.
My God, those performances. I'm so grateful and honored to be in that company and also to be on this adventure that you guys have invited us, our whole movie on this year, to work and be close with all these people in our field whose work we admire so much for all your movies this year, but also for many years of your work. We really want to thank you all for this honor and the critics, the bloggers, the writers, people who've invented their own careers since the internet invention, many of them, the broadcast film critics for this incredible honor. You are such an integral reason for the success of this movie. This little movie that none of us ever thought anybody was going to see was championed by you after you saw it first at Sundance, and you've carried the message throughout this whole year. And it's been incredible. Richard, I have to thank you for being brave enough to make a movie in such a radically different way. In a way that people often say about movies, audiences don't want to see that. At this moment, with small movies, producers, financiers can no longer say, audiences don't want to see that. We don't know what they want to see. Ethan Hawke, thank you for your beautiful performance. You are the most generous actor I've ever known. You give to everybody, you improve the material. Eller, I love you so much. You shared your whole childhood with us, and you've gone through this whole process with such grace. Lorelei's not here. We thank her IFC, John Sloss, Kathleen Sutherland, Eric White, Sandra Adair, Jonathan Searing, David DiCamillo, Molly Madden, and my kids. Thank you.
Let's have a big round of applause for me, everybody. Somebody bailed out last minute, and so they called me. They knew I'd be home tweeting about Cosby, and I was available. It's a lot of people. Guys like Wilt Chamberlain. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys having fun? You know, there's an after party. Are you guys gonna go to the after party? Justin, you going to the after party? Michael, after party? These critics, they will hang out with you if you want to. They like, you know, I know you're nervous, will they let me hang out with them? But they'll talk to you all night drunk, tell you all their opinions about all sorts of Thought Ron Howard's speech was wonderful, and his kind words about his wife is beautiful. Meanwhile, my wife comes out here and basically says she wants a snowman. I've always tried to copy his life. It never works. It never works. I am here to present the award for Best Director. That's right. These 6 directors do many things I do not do as a director, like move the camera. Unlike Birdman, in my next film, I do not move the camera once in 2 hours. What I like to call a reverse inuritu. Unlike me, they know what the lenses do and know generally how to direct. These are the nominees for Best Director.
Best Director, Wes Anderson, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Ava DuVernay, Selma. David Fincher, Gone Girl. Alejandro González Iñárritu, Birdman. Angelina Jolie, Unbroken. Richard Linklater, Boyhood.
And the winner for Best Director is Richard Linklater.
Everyone deserves a chance to walk with everyone.
Thank you, broadcast film critics. Amazing. You know, I think a director is a conductor, is a hustler, is a conjurer, illusionist, but I think the main job of a director is to see the greatness in others and bring that out. And for me on this film, with a cast like just these ferociously honest actors pushing themselves and pushing me this whole time, all these years, Patricia Arquette, Ethan Hawke, and as they grew up, Eller Coltrane and Lorelei Linklater, my daughter. It was just a wonderful ensemble and just the experience of a lifetime. It was a life project for us. And, you know, people talk about Boyhood as an experiment, but it wasn't really an experiment for us. It didn't feel like that. We were trying to tell a story, and this was the only way we could do it. And it was definitely a leap of faith, but what is faith but belief? And all I can say is we really believed in each other. We believed in the story we were telling, we believed in this family, and we believed in IFC, who believed in us, and everyone on the film. So thank you very much.
Here are 2 nominees tonight. He stars in Captain America, Winter Soldier, and she stars in Top 5, Chris Evans and Rosario Dawson.
The difference between a good movie and a great movie often comes down to the magic of the ensemble.
That's right. It's lightning in a bottle. You can't always predict the chemistry, but when it gels, that's when the magic happens.
Here are the nominees for Best Ensemble. Birdman.
Boyhood.
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
The Imitation Game.
Into the Woods.
Selma.
And the Critics' Choice is
Birdman.
Representing the cast of Birdman is Michael Keaton.
You know, considering how extremely uncomfortable that opening was, I say we pick it up, and no one better to say thank you than Andrea, this wonderful actress.
Crikey Moses, Michael. You know, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I feel almost unworthy standing up here saying thank you for such an incredible cast. We had a wonderful cast. Thank you to the writers. Thank you to Fox. Thank you to Alejandro. Cheers.